Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. 3 players Lakers should target to complete roster, may need to waive 1 player. The Los Angeles Lakers have already added Alex Len of the buyout market to their roster but could continue making full-time roster acquisitions. The Los Angeles Lakers waived Christian Wood to facilitate the signing of former Sacramento Kings center Alex Len. Len was available on the market after being waived by the Washington Wizards, initially signing a deal with the Indiana Pacers before that fell through and he joined the Lakers. With Len on the roster, the Lakers will hope they have enough center play across their roster to make it through this season. Now, they have to look to put the finishing touches on a roster that's gone 9-1 in their last 10 games and officially welcomed Luka Doncic to the roster after he made his debut. The Lakers will have to waive another player to create a roster spot. This likely will be Cam Reddish, who returned to the franchise after the Mark Williams trade was rescinded. But who could the Lakers target as their final roster signing of the season? Let's look at the 3 best candidates right now. Jordan Goodwin is already on the Lakers roster, signing a 2-way contract with the franchise to provide backup guard play. He has shined in limited minutes with the Lakers, averaging 13.5 points and 6.0 rebounds in 2 games off the bench. He's an active defender who's showing his expanding offensive range in the limited minutes he's gotten this season. The Lakers have few guards on their roster, with 2 of them being starters Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. Gabe Vincent is the only guard off the bench who can be relied upon for minutes, although he's been offensively inconsistent all year. Shake Milton can't be relied upon for a contending franchise, while Dalton Knecht is technically a guard but isn't an on-ball asset. Goodwin would fit nicely into the Lakers' rotation of guards, potentially even being a more productive option than Vincent. He's 6 feet 6 inches and a defensive ace, so if his jumper is reliable, there's no reason for the Lakers to not convert his 2-way into a full-time deal closer to the end of the season for apron reasons. Markelle Fultz. If the Lakers aren't satisfied with Goodwin as their final roster spot acquisition, they could look elsewhere around the guard market for an answer. Markelle Fultz has been a free agent all season and will be chomping at the bit to prove to the NBA he can still be a productive player. He averaged 7.8 points, 3.2 rebounds, and 2.8 assists last season with the Orlando Magic. Fultz isn't a great shooter, which is probably why he's been on the market for the entire season. However, he is a capable playmaker and backup ball handler with great defensive instincts. The Lakers could use an option like him off the bench as a replacement for Luka, providing playmaking and defense in spades. The offensive production might be questionable, but Fultz can score in a number of ways. His talent and versatility have been severely underrated because of his shooting struggles. If he gets another chance, he will likely be a productive player. If the Lakers want to alter their ceiling, they would take a low-risk chance on someone like Fultz. Marcus Morris Sr. Let's reunite the twins. Marcus Morris Sr. has been a free agent all season after spending the last 13 seasons in the NBA. A gap year for the 35-year-old forward might lead to the end of his NBA playing hopes, but the Lakers could offer him a life raft into a final shot at extending his NBA career. Marcus Morris averaged 6.4 points and 2.7 rebounds last season with the Cleveland Cavaliers, looking like he's past his best self. However, he does have a lot to provide as a 3-and-D forward or small ball center. He's still an aggressive defender who can stretch the floor, making him a potential option for the Lakers' frontcourt to reduce the load on their primary rotation. Hornets' postponed matchup with Lakers has become must-see basketball. The Charlotte Hornets had 2 of their games last month postponed after the Southern California wildfires left the Los Angeles Lakers and LA Clippers unable to host the Hornets. The league has already rescheduled those contests, with Charlotte visiting the Lakers right after the All-Star break and the Clippers in the middle of March. Of course, no one was happy about the reason why the face-offs had to be delayed. However, it might be serendipitous that it did, at least for fans who revel in drama. Instead of the Hornets-Lakers tiff becoming just another regular season game, it might feature some bad blood between the protagonists. As many know, the organizations are embroiled in a bit of a controversy after the failed trade deadline deal that saw Mark Williams supposedly heading to Los Angeles. It would have landed Charlotte a brilliant haul that included Dalton Knecht, a 2031 unprotected first-round selection, and a pick swap in 2030. In an intriguing turn of events, the issue has taken another twist. Instead of the Hornets quietly accepting their fate and taking Williams back in the fold, they reportedly went to the league office to file a grievance in light of the Lakers' decision to fail the center's physical assessment. When you view it through the Hornets' management's lens, though, it probably had no choice but to fight back. Some even believe this is just a case of a small-market team refusing to bend to the whims of a marquee franchise that may have experienced buyer's remorse. Charlotte would have to deal with a possibly disgruntled rising star and a crowded big man rotation, with Moussa Diabate and Jusuf Nurkic also needing playing time. Perhaps one of the worst outcomes for the Hive after the drama is that it lost the opportunity to capitalize on Williams' value. Good luck to the organization finding a similar package for the 23-year-old pro in a future trade. In the Lakers' defense, their medical team may have actually seen something about Williams' health that didn't make them feel good. Even so, his injury history isn't exactly a secret. So, Los Angeles knew the risk and should have nixed the deal before it was submitted to the league office. So, it would be interesting to see how the squad's next bout will fare. It remains to be seen if the Hornets will forget about the tank job for a day and try to put up a good fight on the hardwood floor. Depending on Williams' response to the situation, he could also grab the chance to show the Lakers what they'll be missing. Lakers listed as possible landing spot for Myles Turner this offseason. The Los Angeles Lakers thought they had their starting center of the future after the trade deadline. They traded for Mark Williams, expecting the 23-year-old to be a big part of the team for years to come. That will no longer be the case. The Lakers failed Williams' physical and rescinded the trade. That means that the Hornets keep Williams, and the Lakers keep Dalton Knecht and Cam Reddish. Reddish is a candidate to be bought out now that he's back. Knecht was on the bench for the Lakers against the Jazz because of that failed trade. He did not play, though. Read more. Hornets plan to challenge Lakers' failed physical exam of Mark Williams because that trade didn't go through. The Lakers now have to figure out who is going to be their starting center of the future. They don't think that Hayes is going to be that guy. Los Angeles could go after a center in the offseason to fix that problem. One center who the Lakers have been interested in for years could be a target of theirs. That player is Indiana Pacers player Myles Turner. Turner is going to be a free agent for the first time in his career this summer. The only way in which the Lakers could acquire him would be through a sign-and trade with the Pacers. That's going to be a really tough sell. Indiana is going to try to bring him back at all costs. He has been a Pacers player for his entire career, and Indiana knows that there aren't better options available in free agency. This is the last roster flaw they have to fix now that they traded for Luka Doncic. Doncic certainly makes this team significantly better, but they still need a better center. More Lakers. Lakers beat Jazz. How many points did Luka Doncic score? If the Lakers can't get Turner from the Pacers, they could turn their attention to Nick Claxton. Claxton is someone that the Nets could look to move for some draft capital in the offseason. Depending on how the season goes, they might be able to keep Hayes. If Doncic and James work out as well as they are hoping for, perhaps that's the route they go. So far this season, Turner is averaging 15.1 points, 6.6 rebounds, and 1.5 assists per game. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of Myles Turner? Leave your opinion in the comments.